Hi, welcome to the show, The Crank. On today's program, I'll be doing the review on all-new Mahindra Thar 2020 model year. So this is the new Thar on which I'll be doing the review. Well, when you are talking about the Thar, Thar is an emotional, iconic brand which has been associated with Mahindra since 10 years. Mahindra launched this model with its bare-bone design. It lacked richer comforts like air conditioning and other comfort features. However, what it had was a soft top, a well-proven drivetrain, a four-wheel drive, which was old school. Over a period of time, Mahindra did improve aesthetically certain features in the Thar. However, recently, Mahindra thought that the model has to be completely revamped. So they really did a great job on R&D, and they have come out with the Thar with so many new features, so many new changes that it's totally out of the world. So on today's review, I'll be taking you across the new Thar, and I'll be defining what all new features it has got to offer to us as an enthusiast. Now talking about the design element, one look at the car and it reminds you of Wrangler. It's no denying the fact that this car has got the genes and the looks and the overall stance of Wrangler. However, Mahindra has really done a great job. It is not that they just copied the Wrangler, no. They have done a great job on doing their own design, retaining its genetical looks into it, and they have maintained this model in its own way. So when I'm talking about the design, you can see that it comes with a long bonnet which slopes down into the front, beautifully merges with the front bumper, which is big, chunky, and shouts that I'm ready to go anywhere. Along with that, you find the round headlights here, and there are vertical slots of grille which is present, giving it a unique stance. Then there is a big Mahindra logo which dominates the front of the car. Now talking about the bumper, this is a two-tone bumper with two different look, and it's quite pretty wide, butchy, and it looks very big, very humongous. Now there's also the fog lamp which is neatly integrated, and then the fender comes from the A pillar, extends and slopes down here, and gets a nice daytime running light here. Now when we are talking about the side cladding, the cladding is integrated with it comes with an integrated indicator here, as well as it's pretty big and wide. And the tire and the wheel are very big. It's a 18-inch wheel, comes shorted with 255 rubber. So this wide rubber means better drivability on urban conditions and also good off-road capabilities. Now, when we look at the design, they have given a lot of small detailing. That MOC is there, which denotes 130 denotes horsepower, which is delivered in the engine. There's a stubby antenna here, as well as exposed hinges on the doors, giving it a more SUV kind of stance and showing that this car is more rugged. As we come to the back of the Thar, we find that there is no reversing camera in this car. Instead of reversing camera, they have given the reversing parking sensors. Now at the back of the car, the Thar looks like a square. It's absolutely a slab. So what breaks this design language is the tile-mounted stepney to it, or a spare wheel. So again, it gives it a very distinctive look to it. So it really looks beautiful from the back also. Now the door opens in two stages. One is that the rail tailgate opens one way, and then you just have to flip it up. So the seats at the back can be folded for extra luggage space. However, the rear boot space, what one gets, it's very meager, it's very less. Now when we are talking about the practicality point of view, it's that you can't really put in too much of luggage in it and go for a long drive. That's one shortcoming or nitpicking what I have seen and I have observed in this car. Now the tail lamp comes with LED, and again there's a Thar embellishment to it. Now the chunky bumper continues to the rear as well, and it gives it a very distinctive look. Along with that, it has got integrated reflectors at both the end of bumpers to it. So it's got a nice design which is really classy and modern, and yet gives it a very sporty look as well. Now this car comes with a hardtop, and hardtop has got a recessed finished flush mounted rear window panel. So as you can see, it's beautifully done up. and there are no any gaping areas or anything like that. It's neatly flush fitted. Gives it a nice look though. The ground clearance offered in this is 226 millimeter of ground clearance. Then there is a water wading depth of around 660 millimeters as per Mahindra. Getting into the car is a step-up process. So you step on the running board and get into the car. When the ignition keys are turned on, you are greeted with a small Thar animation. The multi-information display is a color unit and it gives host of features, host of information to the driver, and the controls are situated on the bottom right hand side of the driver. The central console comes with a 7-inch screen monitor. So through this, lot of features can be controlled. We get something called as adventure statistics. So this gives information related to the tilt of the car, the front, the back and all. Then there is an on-road. Both the on-road and the off-road, both the features are available. When you are on the on-road, there's another extra feature which is available, which is very unique in this car, that's the G monitor. Along with that, you get a compass. Then it gives you the power and torque figures. At what RPM the torque and the power is being delivered onto the car. So this is very nice, even the off-road feature. You can as well customize this though. Then other than that, the car comes with Android and Apple CarPlay. Then there's a navigation inbuilt, standard in this. Then there is Triatronic. So this is a connected device. The steering can be adjusted for the height adjustment, but there is no rake adjustment provided to it. So this is one area what I'm nitpicking. Now looking at the air conditioning vent, these are all circular vents with a knurled finish knobs to control the flow of the air. So this can be opened and closed. It's nice and it looks somewhat different, totally Teutonic in nature. Now there are a lot of toggle kind of switches, gives it a sporty feel to it. Then the air conditioning unit is a manual unit, it's not in auto climate control. Now center console again is well appointed. There are a lot of practical cubby holes, there are a lot of cubby holes given here for cup holders. Then there is a place to keep your mobile phone. Then there are charging options, then there is a USB port. So many things are happening inside the interiors. Well, to give it a pride that Mahindra has done something very, very exclusive is that they have given a placard which says made in India with pride. So this gives the owner a kind of owning something which is very unique in nature. So the interiors are well appointed and the headroom in this is good. The seats are supremely comfortable. It's a nice place to be. Now talking about the driver to the front windshield area, it's quite huge. And the position of sitting inside the car is such that you sit at a high position and overall you feel like you are the king on the road. All-round visibility is excellent. There is no blind spot inside the car. It's an absolute perfect ergonomics as far as car interiors are concerned. The back really looks pretty big. So let's hop into it and have a look at it. Getting to the back is a bit of a chore. It is not as easy as you open the door and get inside the car. Here in this, you need to pull this tab on the passenger side seat, pull it to the front, step in, then get into it, and you go inside the back of the car, then you pull the seat back. Now, when I sit at the back, what all do I get? I get a good, excellent headroom. Then there is a ample amount of legroom is available, and the seat is pretty comfy though. Then the back also comes with an adjustable headrest, so that's one nice feature. And here you can see that it's nothing is finished completely, like in the sense that they have left it without any kind of covering for the wheel arch. The wheel arch protrudes inside it, and thus instead of 3-seater, this is just a purely 2-seater inside. So Thar is a 4-seater vehicle, and these are the 2 seats which any adult can also sit comfortably. Good amount of headroom is there. Then shoulder room is excellent. Even the rear the rear headroom is also good. The passenger gets a 3-pointed seat belt as a safety feature in this. So one can just put on it and sit comfortably and go for a long drive. It is not at all claustrophobic. It's very airy, very roomy, and I really like this place at the back also. The drive dynamics on this Thar is very well sorted out. The car comes with 4 independent suspension to aid good drive dynamics in the city and on the highways on the soft roading. When you're off-roading, it also performs very well. Good articulation on the wheel is there. And also there's a shift-on-fly 4-wheel which gives the car a good versatility. Now this four-wheel drive is from BorgWarner, and it really performs very nice, good articulation, and differential lock is standard in this. And as far as the safety feature in this car is concerned, at the rear there is a rollover cage, then there is an electronic brake distribution, electronic stabilization program. They're all standard in all the cars, most of the cars. The cars come standard with airbags for the passenger and the driver, and safety wise it's complete with good NCAP rating. The all-round visibility on the car is excellent, all thanks to the slim A-pillar and slightly angled A-pillar, which gives it a very nice view. Aerodynamically as well it works, in fact. And then there's a squarish kind of window panel which is aiding in all-round visibility. The handling of the car is such that the steering is neutral in handling. So this is a very light steering and there's a light clutch. So what it translates is that in city driving conditions, it's very comfortable. You feel like you're driving a small car, even though you're driving a very big, heavy SUV. So this really gives you a very comfortable feel. The pricing of this car is starts from 12 lakhs to 17 lakh 43,000 for the top end LT variant. So I think the car is a value for money. If you are looking at this competition for this car, there is no other model which can compete with this. To sum it up, why Mahindra Thar makes a good choice? Well, it's all about versatility, the desirability factor. The car comes with a host of new features and changes and all new technologies which are first in the segment. And associated with that is value for money proposition. Plus also host of engines, powerful engines, Mahindra is providing with fantastic gearboxes in manual and in automatic. There's also a petrol variant which is very powerful and torquey though. So to sum it up all, this car is an urban car as well as an off-roader. So it gives the user a versatility of using it in all type of terrains and also very practical car. Mahindra has actually tuned the suspension, the drive dynamics also to be used as a day-to-day car. So you can use it as an office commute also. Would I be buying this car? Definitely yes. I would love to buy this car. So to sum it up all, Mahindra has done a great job and I just love the Mahindra Thar. Well, if you have liked my review today, I request you to like, share and subscribe my channel. And in coming days, I'll be coming out with few more reviews on cars and bike. See you till then. Take care. Ciao.